If she did this every 10 days with that money, she just loaned that money out every 10 days, she would end up getting a 21,900% return on a yearly basis. That's crazy. Today, guys, we're gonna talk about why creative finance is going to be dominating 23, 24, and the year of 2025 as well. Today, we'll talk about creative finance, the acquisition strategies, and then also go through the disposition strategies, meaning, ooh, look who's calling, right at the beginning of a YouTube video. Mastermind student. Yo, what up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, just started filming.
Oh, okay, I'll be quick. I know you're still buying Subtos in San Angelo, yeah?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Did you see that weird, did you see that tenant attacking one of our other students?
That was nuts.
I know, I was like, should I not buy in San Angelo ever again?
Well, this is a single family. This isn't a multifamily, but
Okay.
I can't promise any crazies. So we just locked up a Subto in San Angelo with a person that's getting their first deal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at you guys getting people their first deals.
I know. We're on a roll.
It's a single family home?
It's a single family.
Do you know what the interest rate is?
The interest rate is 3.625.
3.625. That's awesome. What's funny is I'm doing a video right now on why creative finance will be dominating in 2023 and 2024 and 2025. 3.625?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Do you know what the PITI is on it?
The PITI is 2008.
Okay, 2008. That's everything included. That's property, taxes, insurance, all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're gonna send me an email?
Yeah, I just sent it.
Okay, cool. I got Molly sending me deals to notarize in freaking Missouri. Did you ever think that I would be doing a deal in Missouri?
In Missouri, what city?
It's in, let's see, St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, okay, got you.
Okay, so I'm looking at the deal. Oh, newer home, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's going on with the seller? Why is the seller selling?
They're just behind. They have some arrears,
Okay.
and they need to get out from under it.
Okay, so wow, they have no equity.
No,
Okay, so is the seller getting some money to walk away?
no, cash to seller is 0.
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Seller's walking away with no money, handing over the 3.625 interest rate. You guys, the realtor's getting paid.
Realtor's definitely getting paid. Yep, they were facilitating.
He's a newbie?
He's a newbie.
Okay, got it.
Newbie.
So you've got, okay, so here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing cash to seller 0, arrears is 22,000. Wow, they must be home behind like, let's see, when did they buy it? Doesn't say.
I don't know if they bought it.
They must have bought it, like they have not made a payment on this thing in probably at least 10 months.
No, it looks like it.
Okay, so
the arrears are around 22K.
okay, 22,000. You guys are gonna make 10 grand. Cool. Realtor is gonna make 6,800, and then EMD.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing is I need EMD in today, sir.
okay, I'll do the deal.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, so you got Kelly Walker, the title officer.
Yes, at Stewart.
Okay, and if I'm sending in EMD today, and we still have to go and like check on the arrears and see what the total amount is, how do we have an inspection period on this?
I believe so. I can pull up the contract, what we have. Yeah, we're closing on or before April 7th, so there should be some time there. And we're getting a reinstatement for the mortgage taken care of.
Okay.
And all the documents that Molly is going to need for everything. Just, we know what you guys want.
Okay, cool. So I'll buy the deal.
Okay, cool.
Your close of escrow is April 7th.
On or before, yeah.
On or before April 7th. You got to order a reinstatement, and I got to get EMD over to Kelly Walker at Stewart Title today.
Today, that would be amazing.
It's 11 a.m., so I should be able to make the wire cutoff.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
I think you're fast enough for that.
Dude, hey, by the way, Eric's still filming me.
Uh-huh.
Are you helping any newbie in Texas get their first deal or what?
Yes, we're helping, oh my gosh.
So many people. It's like your main business model.
We have a few that we're working with right now, yeah.
Did you see that Dawn got her first deal too?
Yes, Dawn freaking Walker. I'm so excited for her.
Dawn Walker,
so
Texas Ranger.
She deserves it all. I'm so excited. And she's doing it with you guys, so that's amazing.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, I don't even care what the deal is. I will buy it just because it's your first deal.
Yeah, she's pumped. And I think it was like a lead that Myron may have sent to her, I think.
That's awesome.
She closed it. She got it locked up, so that's amazing.
Good. All right, so I'm going to call Kelly. We'll get the EMD sent over. Can you send over Molly an assignment contract?
Yep.
And
totally.
we'll get it cranking.
Okay.
Oh, hey, will you do me a favor? Will you send over a copy of your contract so I can see? I'm sure you guys used our contract.
Yep.
But can you take a screenshot? I just want to make sure you guys use the contract that allows me to get my EMD back if I decide that the arrears come in too high or something like that.
Totally. I can send that over for you. It's your contract, but I will verify it with you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, here's the problem on that. I literally don't have any money. Check this out. I send a text message to Tony, my bookkeeper, and Molly. Oh, cool. Guess who's here? Here, come here. This is gonna turn into like a vlog. What the freak, dude? Why is this all gotta happen right now? Hey, what's up? What are you doing? Are you guys making messes out here? Hey, Chris, Kevin, you guys like watching my haughty wife in her underwear? Come on in here. Hey, give me a kiss. I can't, I gotta work. I'm in the middle of a video. Make me a kiss. Okay, come on in, boys. So guys, I've got Chris and Kevin here. They're watching me do a deal live, by the way. You guys just missed, Carolyn Briley just called me and sold me a Subto deal. The problem is I have no money. And I gotta wire $5,000 EMD today. So now watch me get. You'll do the 5,000?
Yeah. For real.
You'll Gator a loan for me?
Yeah. What's the turnaround?
I don't know if I want your money.
What? I'll do it for you.
You will?
Well, Carolyn and I were talking about that deal.
Okay, watch me do. I got a girl named Danny. I just met her last week. She's done like 12 Gator loans. And she's like, please let me loan on your next deal. I'm gonna see if her terms are better than your terms, okay?
Hello?
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
What are you doing?
I'm at the park with my kids and my neighbors.
Amazing. Hey, you know how we just met like a week ago and I said that I wanted you to loan on some deals?
Yes, are you ready?
I got a deal right now in Texas and I have to wire the money today.
Ooh, okay.
So
tell me a little bit more about the deal.
It's a Subto deal. I'm gonna keep the deal myself. So it means that I'm not gonna wholesale it. I'm not gonna refinance it. I'm literally just gonna buy the deal myself, but they need $5,000 EMD today. And then I will refinance you out with a private money lender within probably 10 days.
Amazing. I love that turnaround. Okay. You need EMD today. Now remind me of the amount.
5,000.
5,000. Okay. Our capital is pretty tied up right now. We have some loans going in and out as we speak, but I do have a lot of connections to people who have funding. So let me reach out to my people and get back to you before, within the next 2 hours. Is that okay?
Yes. Well,
okay,
you have 30 minutes to tell me yes or no.
30 minutes?
Because
I'm telling you yes.
Okay,
I'm telling you yes.
Because I have to send a wire today by 1 o'clock to get it there today in order to make this deal happen.
Okay, well, we're going to make it happen. You don't need to worry about that.
If I
just find out which person's going to help us make it happen.
If you loan me $5,000 for 10 days, what do you want in return?
Well, I'd love 10,000 in return, but since you're my friend and you're doing such a quick turnaround, I think $3,000 is a fair amount. What do you think? $3,000 as a return.
$3,000.
So perfect. Let's do it. Now, just to be clear, because I'm going to be sharing this with all of the people I'm reaching out to.
You're going to reach out to the Gator tribe or what?
Yes. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to wrestle some Gators.
Okay.
I'm going to wrestle one Gator. $5,000 is easy to wrestle one Gator with, so that'll be perfect.
Okay.
Just to be clear, you're going to be paying us back with your private money lender at close, and this fee for the lending will just be tied right into your closing costs.
Yeah, so I'll end up, here's just so you know, the total cost for me to buy the deal is going to be 41 grand. Okay. And that's including closing costs and EMD. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go borrow 44,000 from my private money lender so I can get you your EMD back and your $3,000 return.
Okay, perfect. That works. Now we'll need to get some agreements set up. I can send those over to you within the next little bit, but let me reach out to my people and we'll be back in touch.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you. We'll talk soon.
Bye. In 2 minutes and 55 seconds, I got 5 grand. Would you have given me 5 grand for less than 3,000 bucks? Hey guys, I'm here with Danny Gish, and Danny Gish is in this video with me right now. She's the one that I'm calling to make a deal happen. She actually came through with the $5,000 on the deal in San Angelo. Did you end up getting paid?
Yes.
Okay, how much you get paid?
3,000 return.
And I think we worked out the return is that you gatored the deal in San Angelo 5,000. You got $3,000 back. It took about a month. Mm-hmm. So you got, I think, an annualized return of 720%.
Yes, and let's remember I wrestled that one. So I didn't even have to bring 5,000 of my own money.
There you go. So guys, while you're watching this video, you should DM Danny, get to know her. She has money, or she has access to people that have money. So if you guys are trying to get somebody to fund your Gator or your EMD, or even do transactional lending for you, use dannysmoney.com. I hope is a domain that she has by this
Hopefully
point.
we can register that.
Put whatever domain name she has, put it right here, Mr. Editor, so everybody can watch and see it. Go to this domain. Guys, thank you so much. Keep watching the video.
I'll do 2,500.
I already committed to her.
Why?
Why don't you loan me the 44,000?
Why? Because I'm buying houses traditionally right now. I'm using my money.
Why?
Tell them what you plan.
You mean you're buying Subto and seller finance deals with your own cash?
No, I'm going on market. He's using.
Yeah.
I don't even want to hear this. If you're telling me you're buying houses traditionally, I don't even want to have the conversation.
Can I still lend you money?
Here's the thing. Kevin has obviously not bought the book Wealth Without Cash.
You know what I'm doing. Hey, so you know what I'm doing.
I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing?
I told you last time.
No, you did. What are you doing?
I have a house. Well, we're buying a house traditionally right now.
Like you're going on market and applying for a loan?
Yeah.
Why?
And we're turning that into midterm rental. It's going to bring $6,500 a month. Gross.
Bro, he's selling me 50 Subto deals this year. We've done now Subto deals together, and he wants to go buy traditional. Why are you doing traditional?
No, you don't. The return is good though.
No,
So
he's finding sponsors, having them qualify, then taking
Oh,
it.
you're doing Gator lending.
No, so like they're going to sponsor
Yeah, it's
they're going
called
to get
Gator.
the mortgage, and I'm going to buy the house subject to.
Yeah, that's called Gator. So a Gator comes in and sponsors your loan for you. That's one of the Gator strategies.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, love it.
So yeah, I'm not qualifying.
Yeah, you thought he was
Wealth without cash. Yeah, bro, then why are you saying you're not buying traditionally? You're having somebody else buy the property, sponsor the loan. Yeah. That's a Gator strategy. And then you're going to buy the property subject to.
Yeah.
That's called creative finance, dummy. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Well, I wish I'll lend the money right now.
No, I already committed to Danny.
Okay, well, if she doesn't get back.
Well, here's the problem, okay? Check this out. So this morning, if you look at my bank account, let's go to my bank account. This is why I have no money. Eric, I'm logging in my real bank account. So right now, this morning, I wired 110,000 and I wired $500,000 yesterday to pay off all my private money lenders, and I've got 40 grand left in my bank account, but that I just paid off my Amex is like $38,000, so I have $2,000 to my name for like maybe the next week or so. So I have no money. And then Carolyn calls me and is like, I need $5,000 today.
You know she called me about that deal too yesterday.
About which deal? She was going to try and sell it to you?
No, she was asking me questions about it.
Oh, got it. Well, that's why you're part of a community, dude. You get to help people. Let me wrap up this video, because I think what's going to happen is that you guys are watching a deal happen live. Okay, so let me kind of walk you through this real quick. Okay, let's see. What is my exit strategy on this? Guest house, no. Low down, no. Zero deposit, zero down, no. Okay, so I don't have a magnet for that yet. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do a lease purchase. I'm not going to do a rent to own. I'm not going to do a lease option, which a lease option and a lease purchase are actually very different. Okay, put these down. I'll tell you what I'm going to do on this deal. So here's what's happening. Okay, here's the seller. and the seller is 10 months behind on their mortgage. So their house is currently in foreclosure. Okay, so that means that the bank is starting to come in and the bank is saying, give us the house back, and they're demanding the house back. So the seller says, that's not good, I'm gonna go hire an agent. And the agent in this situation has had this house listed on the market for the last 6 months, and it hasn't sold. And the reason why the agent hasn't sold the property is because the agent doesn't know creative finance. So what happens is Carolyn, who you guys just saw, and Myron, her husband, went to the agent and said, hey, if we could get your commission paid, it looks like the agent's getting paid. If we get the agent paid or your commission's paid, would you have your seller let us take over the payment? And the payment on this deal is $3.625, and it's $2,008 per month. Cool. So Carolyn and Myron go get a contract, which she's gonna send over to me right now. I'll pull it up and see if she sent it. She has a contract, and now she's going to wholesale this Subto contract to me for a $10,000 assignment fee. So Carolyn is gonna make $10,000 on assignment. The agent is gonna make $6,800, and the seller is gonna walk away with no money because they're just willing to let the house go. By the way, this is not a crappy house. Look at this house. Let me ask you a question. Chris, where do you live right now?
Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, so you're in Brooklyn, New York. Would you live in this dope house right here?
100%.
This is a pretty sick house.
Yeah. You should move here.
That's nice.
I definitely would live in that.
Isn't it crazy that people just let us take over houses like this and go, I'm walking out. It's like, even after doing this for 10 years, I'm still blown away all the time. Like, really? You know, today, you guys are coming on an appointment with me today. 1 o'clock, the guy's just handing me the keys. He's like, I don't want anything, just take my house.
Where?
In Phoenix. Bro, this same thing right here. The address is right here. How, you done deal after deal and you're still questioning whether this is real?
No.
Kevin.
Well, you gotta give me a chance to speak. Like, I'm surprised.
I have this really amazing book. It's called Wealth Without Cash. It talks about this stuff.
Can I read it?
Bro, you've already been trained on all this stuff. You're awesome, Kevin. So why do I want the property? Now, if the seller doesn't want the property, the agent wasn't able to sell it, that means homeowners didn't want to buy it and real estate investors didn't want to buy it, because most real estate investors look at this and go, well, I don't want to buy this cash because right now interest rates are at 7-8% for a real estate investor. So what am I going to do with the property? I will have a new contract, okay? This is PACE. I will have a new contract. So this is the A to B contract, okay, that Carolyn and Myron did. And then we will have a B to C contract, which here's A, here's B, and here's C. I'm C. So we'll have a new contract stating that I'm going to take over the rights to their contract plus $10,000 for their fee. All right, now what will I do once I own this property? I will probably, because it's San Angelo, Texas, I will either do a midterm rental and have Tanisha Epps manage it. Love Tanisha Epps. She's one of my favorite people in the world. Is that who you're having manage your midterm stuff? You can do it yourself?
No, I have other substitutes.
Okay, cool. You have other substitutes. Okay. Isn't it crazy? Like everything in Subto you ever want is this there?
Yeah, literally.
Deals, private money, managers, partners, JV partners right here, even weight trainers right here. What's your guys' IG so people can reach out to you? You're in Brooklyn. How can people get a hold of you?
Chris JB REI at Instagram.
We'll make sure we put in the comments down, or the description down below, so you guys can find these boys. Kevin Cho 12.
Yes, Kevin Cho.
He has the heart of a 12-year-old, but the bank account of a 40-year-old.
Facts.
Okay, so San Angelo, I'll turn into a midterm, probably is option A, and then option B is, I would say, sober living, because at least 5% of the population in San Angelo is on fentanyl, I'm sure. It's a little bit of a joke, but it's also very true. Fentanyl is on a rise, and the government is paying for sober living houses. So it's basically a government-sponsored loan. So here's where I'm getting the money, and this is where some of the problems come from, right? If you're paying attention to this. So right here in this contract, she has a requirement to put in $5,000 EMD today. You guys heard it on the phone. The problem is I just showed you guys my actual bank account. I don't have any freaking money. I have 40 grand, but that 38 grand is coming out today to pay for the Amex. So I will have $2,000 and I need to wire money today. So how do I get that EMD?
Me.
No, not you.
Someone else.
I committed, dude. I'm a man of my word. I committed to Danny I'd give her the next Gator loan. So she's gonna loan me $5,000 and she'll make sure that that's taken care of. So now, if you come over here, Eric, come look at this real fast. So my total cost to get into the deal it's called a entry fee. Okay, so if you look here, you'll see the address, you'll see, what this is. You can tell this is a student of mine because they actually know what the hell they're doing. This is why I don't like doing deals with non-students. Here's the entry fee. So cash to the seller. Can you see this okay? Arrears are $22,000. Assignment fee to Carolyn and Myron, 10 grand. Realtor is $6,800. EMD is 5 grand. Closing costs $3,000. So normally I would have to go borrow $41,000 from a private money lender. Okay. If you guys needed a private money lender, where would you go right now?
Subto.
Isn't that so funny? You just go to Subto community, go, I need 41 grand.
It's crazy.
So I'll do the same thing. I'll go to the Subto community, just make a post in the Facebook group and go, hey, I need $41,000. I'm willing to pay 10% interest, but I don't need $41,000. How much money do I need if I'm paying Danny $3,000 return?
$44,000.
I need $44,000. So what I'll do, you're so good at math, bro. Are you sure you're only 22? Okay, so I will, in order to close my portion of the transaction, I will need $44,000 from a private money lender. Okay, private money lenders are longer term lenders. Gators come in, and let's figure out the return on this Gator loan, by the way. If she gives me $5,000 and I give her $3,000 return in 10 days, okay? Let's figure out what is the annualized return on that. Here's how we figure that out, okay? It's a 10-day loan. She's making $3,000. So let's take 3,000, divide it by 5,000.
60%.
Okay, 60%. Now multiply that 60%, because it's a 10-day loan. How many days are in a year? 365. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna multiply 60% times 36.5.
2,100.
21,000.
21,000.
So she's getting, check this out, as a Gator, she will get, if she did this every 10 days with that money, she just loaned that money out every 10 days, she would end up getting a what's the actual percentage?
21.9.
21,900% return on a yearly basis. That's crazy. So that's what's cool about being a Gator is that I can go in and I can go 5 grand to you just to cover the earnest money deposit. If you guys don't know what an earnest money deposit is or a Gator, just go, we'll put something down in the description down below. And I train people like Danny. She's done, this is what's cool. She told me the other day at our meetup, we had that Phoenix meetup like a week ago at the Four Peaks Brewery. Yeah. So I see her there, I meet her and her husband. Her husband makes good money, he's a 6-figure earner at his job. And she's like, in 3 months of being a Gator, my husband can already quit his job. Wow. Because that's, I mean, look at this. She said she got $50,000 of lines of credit from the Gator training. She went, because we teach people how to go get lines of credit. So she goes and gets $50,000 line of credit. She then starts going out and doing these loans. She's making over 6 figures just within a couple of months of doing this. And I was like, I want to do a deal with you. Like, now you're making me feel FOMO that you haven't loaned money to me. So she'll get a $3,000 return, 21,900%. Most people are happy. Like, here's what's crazy. Private money lender, they're happy with 10 to 12% return on a yearly basis. Gator in that situation is getting 21,000%. Is it 21,000 or 2,100? No.
21.9.
No. You got to take, here's what you do. You got to take 60 times 36.5. Oh, it's, okay. My bad. Okay, I'm full of crap, guys. I'm sorry. It's 2,000. Okay, that's really bad return now. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that this return is now only 2,190%. I mean, that you're turning over your money 200 times. So you would, for 5,000%, or $5,000, check this out. $5,000 times 2,109 I mean, you're going to turn that $5,000 into $105,000 at the end of the year. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, if you really think about that, think about like, it compounds, right? Because let's say she does this twice in a month. Now she doesn't just have 5,000, she now has 6,000. So now she's got 11 grand, she can do 2. And the next month she can do 4. The next month she can do 8. The next month she can do 16 loans at a time. Think about what that actually compounds into. That's freaking crazy. All right, so Gator is gonna make really good money here. Private money lender is gonna make good money here. And I'll be and then Carolyn and Myron are making 10 grand on assigning the Subto deal. The agent, okay, the agent is making $6,800 on the deal, and the seller is willing to walk away. And look at all these people making money. So when people are like, what should I focus on in 2023? I'm like, look at all these people making money on one Subto transaction. Isn't that crazy? And then how much will I make? No, we haven't even talked about how much I'll make.
Infinite amount.
Well, it's infinite return for me because I'll be into the deal $0 out of pocket, right? So we got the San Angelo deal. If my payment on this deal is $2,008 and I go borrow $44,000, my payment to my private money lender is going to be about $400. So my total cost of this, let's just round up and say I'm $2,500 into that every single month. Okay? The rent rate for this property, so let's take this, let's go to Rentometer. Okay, so let's check this out. Enter an address. Okay, there we go. Check this out. So the average is $2,024 a month in rental. If you're in the 75th percentile, like the house is really nice, you're at $2,200 a month. Okay? Now, here's the challenge. The challenge with this is that there's a couple of issues. If I was gonna do a regular rental, am I gonna be able to make money on a regular rental if my regular rental is $2,200 a month? No, I'm gonna lose $300 a month. That's a problem, right? So a regular rental is not even in the like realm of possibility. Also, if I do midterm rental, I'm gonna probably have to go out and raise another $15,000 for like furniture and getting it ready. A midterm rental might be a good fit because the house is like so nice. A midterm rental is probably going to produce $5,000 per month, I would guess. And I would have to maybe, if you guys want, I'll bring Tanisha Epps in, and Tanisha Epps is my midterm rental manager. What I'll do is I'll bring Tanisha into like a part 2 of this, and we can talk about what could this property generate in monthly cash flow. But I'm guessing the income on that is $5,000. Okay, so I take $5,000 on average, I remove my cost of $2,500. Now I'm left with, roughly $2,500. Let's take out management fees, let's take out broken windows, let's take out vacancy, carpet, all that kind of stuff. Let's take $1,000 out a month. This property will make me $1,500 a month after all my expenses, and I'm no money into the deal.
Infinite return.
And you haven't read my book yet.
Well, read the book, guys.
You know what's funny is like none of the Subto students are going to read the book.
Yeah, I would read it. I would read it.
You've already heard all the stories. You've already been trained on. You're closing deals because of all this stuff. Now, if you guys want to get trained on Gator, every Saturday we have a training. So go to that link in the description. If you guys are wanting to get trained in Subto, link in the description. One thing I don't give away is I don't give away contracts. And so what I would never suggest is I would never suggest trying to do any Gator stuff without the proper contracts. You will lose money if you are not protected and trained properly. And same thing here. If these contracts, the most important part of this is the paperwork. The paperwork is literally the most important part. And then Eric's gonna remind me to tell you guys, go to biggerpockets.com/wealth without cash, get the book. Comes with a video companion guide and a bunch of other really cool things. And we'll see you in part 2, where we talk about the Gator loan, how we wired money, got the deal opened, what does that look like, and how do we go through the process to make sure that if I'm a Gator, I vet the deal and I talk to the title company properly. Thank you guys.